Hey kids, it's Arp. This is the ArpCast, somewhat live from the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee. Today we talk about different things, weird people, and maybe unicorns and rainbows. We read poetry and short stories too. Most of all, we keep it real. This is the ArpCast, starting now.
ArpCast number 53, Friday, February 16. Halfway through February. Hey, new open, new music. I love it. I love it. Gonna keep it going here. Today's program, All the World's a Stage. That's right. From Shakespeare's As You Like It. 33 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm feeling good. It's been a good week. It's been a long week. It's been a rewarding week. I love being here with you on Friday night. I really, really do. This is ArpCast number 53. So, from Shakespeare's As You Like It. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. So here's, this is one of my favorite quotes from Bill. Call him Bill here. We've got Bob, who's running the boards, and Bill. So Bill Shakespeare, amazing writer, poet, playwright, just a general, all-round, very talented man, assuming all the stuff that he did is attributed to him. So, this particular quote has a tremendous amount of meaning for us in this time, in this epoch, with the challenges, opportunities, and, as we've talked about, grace that's bestowed upon us, the benefaction. So, playing different roles, we play them constantly. And they're not always in tune with who we are at our core, right? So the actor or actress may be anybody off stage, off camera, off mic. But when that person comes on stage, whether it be as family member, friend, employee, teacher, doctor, whatever it might be, they're playing a distinct part that is apart from perhaps who they are on the couch at home or in the kitchen or whatever, in their core, right down to their very core, their self. And that's sometimes difficult to balance, right? I mean, you have a certain personality that you sort of fall back on, you revert to in times of fear, angst, anxiety. And sometimes that's not what folks are always looking for, right? They want you to play a particular role, a particular part. They're compensating you for, they're expecting, hired you for, whatever, or they've cast you for, right? I need you to go out and do this. And so that's something that we need to think about rationally and consciously, that whatever's happening in our personal lives, or perhaps even what our personality is, good, bad, loud, quiet, whatever, we've got to put that aside because we're being asked to play a particular role. Timing. Look, can't pull off a play, can't pull off a movie, can't pull off a football game or a baseball game without impeccable timing. And it came up actually today, during the day, that phrase, impeccable timing. You have impeccable timing. And timing is a lot, accounts for much when we talk about orchestrating an event such as a play or a movie or some such coordinated group event. And we're all a part of this, right? So even if it's not something specific and acute, being part of this thing we call the world, being in it, requires some level of timing. You got to show up. And an old boss of mine had a phrase: if you don't show up, you don't show up. Period. Could be a myriad of reasons why you didn't show up, but you're not here. Timing's off. Interpretation. So, well, this is a tough one, right? Because the director, the writer, or whoever's provided the foundation of whatever activity you're underwriting or undertaking, you've got to interpret that. And you've got to manage that interpretation through a filter of your physical activity and how you react to things, right? You receive something, you react. So you have an internal reaction, a combustion event, and then you respond, right? So how you interpret that and what you do with it is very important. And so we have to be careful, right, with our physical reaction to that response. And then there's the emotional one. And then there's the rationalization, going through the intelligence piece of it. And this all begins, I think, in large part through your willingness and practice, rehearsal of taking direction. What part of the stage do you need to be on? What's the scene look like? It's the setting. It's the tone, the mood, the theme, the color of the scene. Taking direction from someone else. Doesn't matter whether they're lower or higher than you in the scheme of things, but taking direction is important. Ultimately, though, you were there to entertain the audience and the producers, right? They've hired you, they've employed you, implored you to go out there and do a job, whatever it is, whether you're a parent or a spouse or significant other, and there's some commandment from on high or from inside. You know, that producer could be yourself saying, you know what, Arp, you got to do this. Period. For that party and parties, or the people that are watching, or part of a team, or your family, or your friends, or the general public, how you conduct yourself. You know, we've talked about the don't drive angry aspect. You're showing up for a role, right? You're a driver. You got to get from point A to point B. Do that mercifully. God, please. In these roles we play, have some mercy. Have some grace. So you're entertaining the audience, you're entertaining the producers, the folks that have underwritten this, and ultimately, when it goes right back, that causeless cause, right? That ultimate benefactor of all this. Again, whoever, whatever that might be. I think there's a great deal to learn here. All the world's stage. You learn about action, about doing things with those various physical aspects of your body, whether it's your hands, your mouth, your eyes, your hearing, and the like. There's the emotional piece of it. So you're trying to make someone laugh or cry or pay attention or get a job done or whatever that might be. And then the most important aspect of it is how you control all of that with your intellect, with this God-given sense, common or otherwise. All the world's a stage, folks. Have a great weekend. We've got a special weekend coming up for you. Be on the lookout.
Well, kids, you know who this is. It's ARP, damn it. You have been listening to the ArpCast, a sensational, fact-filled experience meant to change the world. I'm happy you stopped by. Our sponsors, those greedy, wily bastards, thank you too. Make sure to write. This has been the ArpCast. I'm out.